What's up, guys? welcome back to the channel, everyone. Here with Heroic Wafflez. This is our first stream as Rejected Waffles. So,
yes. What's up, guys? What's going on? Excited, very excited about this stuff. So,
I do want to say we are having some sort of technical difficulties for the first episode, so just kind of bear with us if anything goes wrong. But we'll get it situated before the next one for sure. And we're gonna start with top 5 from 1980, and we'll start this whole thing by running through all of the 80s each year from 80 to 89, and we'll take it from there, see what else is in store. There is an email address set up for this specific live show. If you guys have any suggestions or any comments you want to direct to us personally, you guys can email us there at rejectedwaffles@gmail.com. And so let's welcome Heroic Wafflez here.
what's up, guys? What's up? Can anyone hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, thank God, dude. I can't hear you, but it's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Plainview, what's up, man? Thank you for joining in. Tried to give a little bit of notice that this was happening so people could get in here. So while we wait for people to get in here for this episode, we'll go over something that was announced today from Vinegar Syndrome, which is the Labor Day sale that they got coming up here. So Labor Day weekend warehouse sale, September 1st through... I guess it's just September 1st. Let's click on that. What is it? $5 DVDs is one of them, which is pretty cool. I don't really buy a lot of DVDs, but for $5 for some Vinegar Syndrome stuff, possibly. Yeah, you're going to get 50 to 70% off suggested retail, and these items will be located in the special warehouse sale section of the site. So,
dude, that's fantastic that they're doing that. So that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, some good deals here. Just pay shipping for the first order. All additional orders throughout the weekend, you can use the special add to my existing order for free shipping. Of course, if you're a subscriber, you can do that anyways. And once they sell all these DVDs, that's going to be it for their DVDs, pretty much. So make sure you guys definitely check that out over Labor Day weekend. So I
didn't even know it fucking still existed. DVDs on their website.
Oh. Yeah, I never really think about it anymore. I know they stopped including them with the Blu-rays, but
yeah.
Sean Blue, what's up, man? Thank you for joining in.
What's up, Sean?
Yes, DVDs still exist. They're still out still and everything else. I think we're finally to the point from what I saw recently was the combined Blu-ray and 4K sales are finally outdoing DVDs as a whole, but that's two formats together. But they do outsell each format. All right. So I guess we'll just jump into this stuff, unless you want to cover some other stuff first. See if anyone else.
No, man. I mean, of course, like I said, I apologize for technical difficulties. Sean actually knows I was having the same fucking issues where I had to actually reboot my whole computer, and it actually finally worked, which was super weird. But I don't have 15 minutes to do that, so I'm going to try to hear you the best I can. So.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and talk about a couple more releases coming out first.
Yep.
See if some more people want to join in. So let's head over to Dawn of the Disc that I rely on quite a bit over on Instagram. We're getting a U.S. release for the Weird, the Al Yankovic story from Shout Studios.
Okay. Yeah, you talk.
Of course, they released this from Umbrella over in Australia, had a release and a 4K release, which I got. But we're getting a U.S. release for that, which is pretty cool. Comes out December 12th, so quite a bit of ways out still. And then some other stuff announced today was Barbarella on 4K from Arrow Video. They do have a site exclusive cover as well, which I believe this is the site exclusive. I'm not sure. That is coming in November from Umbrella. And then one I'm pretty excited about here, love this cover art too, is Tremors 2 Aftershocks on 4K from Arrow as well. I'll definitely be picking that up at some point. Don't know if I'll get it right away, but at some point definitely. And that comes out in November as well. Doesn't look like any new features on here. I don't even remember what the previous. I don't think
like, what's the fucking difference between the green cover and the regular cover? Like, what's the?
Well, this is Tremors 2.
Yeah, no. But if you look, they have another option with the same color as Tremors 1 also.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yep. Yeah, if you go on their website, you can see it. Yep.
Oh, the other one might be the Arrow store exclusive then, like they did for Barbarella.
Yeah.
So I know that's becoming their thing now since they did it with the Hellraiser set. But I don't even know if this had a Blu-ray release before, so these might be.
I mean, look, it's just cool. It's just cool that they're coming out with this, which I'm pretty psyched. I mean, I'm gonna have to match the first one that I got with the color. It's gonna be weird like that.
Right. And I think that's about it for like recent announcements. You got Scrooge coming to 4K. You got this Halloween Steelbook trilogy, which I really don't want to buy these movies again. But I mean, that is pretty cool. But I don't think I need it, at least not right now. And that comes out in October 23rd from, I think it's just from the studio, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was that a Best Buy exclusive, right?
It doesn't say it is.
Or Best Buy had it, and I think they already they had it on pre-order, already sold out. I think I'm not 100%.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned with. I'm not the biggest fan of that trilogy, anyways, and I already have them. But
yeah.
We have Trading Places coming out with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy coming to 4K.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, that movie, I actually enjoyed that movie. So I don't know if I need to see it in 4K, but
it's not on here, and I don't know how true it is, but I know another site announced Nightmare on Elm Street coming to 4K.
I did. I saw that.
The studio. Again, I don't know if that's as reliable as a source as this one, so I'm just going to throw it out there. But it'll be cool if it's real and we get all of them and we get a cool box set finally. But, all right. Just wanted to go over a few things real quick. Like I said, while waiting on other people to join and everything. So,
all good.
Horror Dude, what's up, man? Yeah, you're always at work when I'm on here, man. DVD warriors don't play around. Yeah, a lot of people don't care about the quality, man. They just it's an exclusive gimmick.
Oh, the colors of the box. Yeah.
It's because they know us real hardcore collectors are going to get both.
You're right. You're fucking 100% right.
What's going on, man? Thank you for joining in. Phil, thank you for stopping by, man. I'm convinced that Nightmare 4K is coming. Or not convinced. I think it will. And right now they only announced a steelbook for it, which is kind of odd. But
I hope they don't pull that whole shit where they do one at a time, like Friday the 13th. You know how they did the steelbook one at a time.
Slowly. And they just kind of stopped.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be awesome to have a set, man. I'm just dying for a 4K Nightmare on Elm Street set. Everybody's dying for that.
You know how fast that would sell out too.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my god, it's just.
Watch them finally make
it
one
happen.
that's limited to 300.
Somebody got to make this happen. It got to happen, dude. Got to happen.
We'll be out here paying $5,000 to get the set off eBay.
Yeah, I'll be one of those guys.
Let's pull our money together, man. We can share it. I'll ship it to you for a little bit. You ship it back.
Dude, it's just fucking. Look, let me tell you, if that came out in a set by a decent company, imagine Vinegar Syndrome getting like the rights to it or something crazy like that. I think that, or I think Scream Factory would do justice. Arrow would also too, but if they did, that'd be fucking awesome. That thing, you're right, it would sell out so fast. It's not even funny.
Yeah, hopefully they would make as many as they did the Friday the 13th set, because I think there's still 10 million of them in existence.
Oh, I mean, yeah, dude. Fucking kidding me?
I think they underestimated the sale of like the first Halloween set they put out, the 15 disc one, and now they overestimated this one. But I could see Scream Factory putting out a Elm Street Blu-ray set, it's selling like crazy, and then they put out the 4K set.
That'd be
6 months
interesting.
later. They would do some shit like that too. And
They would. I hope not, but I would. You know what? To be honest, I probably love to see Scream Factory get it, just because I actually love the artwork that they did for Friday the 13th. I actually love that box.
Yeah,
true.
Really what's cool. Up, man?
I
was gonna say, chat? If they at least did it like the Friday the 13th set, I'd be good with that.
Yes. Like they did the Halloween set, which they did Friday the 13th set. I would be really happy with that. I just hope that there's no fucking replacement discs.
Oh, there will be. Count on that. All right, guys. Let's jump into our ranking. Again, these are going to be for only 1980, and then next episode we'll do 81 and so on. So I will let Wafflez start us off with his number 5 pick.
All right. Well, as you know, 1980 was kind of tough, man. It was. I was looking at them.
It was.
And I was looking at some of the titles and realized that I don't fucking have half of them. So I'm like, all right. But I have at number 5 here, I have the movie Maniac. I put Maniac as 5. And remember, guys, this is personally. This is personal. So this is what I like, my 5. So number 5 would be Maniac. With Frank Zito, they found him fucking scalping all fucking heads and shit and putting on mannequins. Maniac to me it was close between 4 and 5, but believe it or not, number 4 I like a little bit better, and I'll tell you that soon. But yeah, I mean, Maniac was hitting my number 5. That was tough, man, because there were like a couple that were like on the edge to get to 5. So right. Yeah, but Maniac's my 5.
Yeah, I had 8 pulled out, and I was like, all right. I don't think 80's a strong enough year to do a top 10. That's why we're not doing 10 this episode. But going forward, we most likely will. But I was stuck around like 8, maybe 9. I was really having a hard time with that 10th one. I mean, we'll both have a few, what do you call it?
Honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions at the end here. Wave, what's going on? Thank you for joining in.
What's up?
All right. My number 5 is, and I was really stuck between this and number 6, but ultimately the atmosphere and just some iconic scenes from this landed it at number 5, and that is going to be for John Carpenter's The Fog. Not my favorite Carpenter film by far, but again, it does have some great atmosphere. I love the look of, the what are they? Like the pirates, I guess. I love the fog effects, everything, and it's got a great cast in here, man. Adrienne Barbeau and of course Jamie Lee Curtis and just all the people that are in this movie. Janet Leigh. It's not a bad movie, not my favorite Carpenter movie, but it definitely deserves a spot in the top 5 because it is a good-looking film. The story is a little iffy. I know there were some issues with the production of this as well, so it gets kind of weird at times. But yeah, I do have that copy as well, and of course this copy as well from Studio Canal. So yeah, that's my number 5.
Question for you: how'd you think it looked in 4K?
I mean, I believe this is the Studio Canal transfer on Scream Factory's 4K, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure somebody will let me know if I'm right on that or not. Actually, yes, it is. It says Studio Canal right on the top. Oh, never mind. Studio Canal does just as good as transfers as Screen Factory, so it looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's a good one. It is a good one.
So, chat, let us know what your fifth movie would be and fourth movie and things like that, and we'll check in with you guys.
Yeah, we want you guys to be interactive here. So you put in the chat what you would have as your number 5.
Love the Fog, beautiful film on 4K. Yes, it is great atmosphere, very well shot. The Fog is not my favorite, but it has to be near the top because it's better crafted than most of the rest. Yes, 80 is a rough year. You're just now getting into the slasher films. You're just now horror is just finding its place in like the mainstream and everything.
Yeah, 80 was tough. I know me and Dan were going back all week, and 80 is a tough year. I think 81 will be a lot different.
There's 5 million movies that came out in 81.
Yeah, there was some tough calls here in 80, but yeah, I mean, fucking tough calls, man.
Well, like you said, I mean, we're doing this live. I was kind of contemplating doing this live or not, because if we didn't do it live, we could show scenes from the movies and edit stuff real cool. But we want to interact with you guys. We want to know what your guys' top 5 are as well.
Definitely, yeah. Chime in, tell us who you like, what you like, what's your 5, what's your 4, as we go along. Because then I think it'll be more interactive, be more fun, and then we can rat on your movies and you can rat on our movies. So it's all good.
Right.
That's why we have
Retro's got The Changeling at number 5. It may or may not be on our list. We'll see. But yeah, and like I always say on here and over on TikTok and everything else, Instagram, wherever, we're all entitled to our opinions, guys. And
that's right.
Our list is just, for me anyway, and I think for you too, these are movies that we enjoy the most rewatchable, the most, there may be a better technical film than what we have on our list, but we just don't have as much fun with it,
Yeah. And remember, this is like a personal list. It's not like the one all be all, but yeah.
So Plainview's got The Shining, The Changeling, The Fog, Friday the 13th, and maybe Prom Night.
I like it.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and go to. Oh, hey, I had the steelbook too. So I got 4 copies of The Fog.
Awesome.
Okay, so now we'll go to number 4.
All right, number 4. Number 4, like I said, number 4 for me, and I'm gonna get a lot of debate here. Number 4 with me was with Maniac, and I was like, but I watched number 4 more than Maniac, and I actually enjoy number 4 a little bit more, which is kind of weird. And this is definitely probably not on a lot of top 5s, but Humanoids from the Deep is one of my favorites. I love the movie. I love the controversy. It actually has like a cult following now, believe it or not, for the B-style kind of movie, right? I just like that these like weird fucking fish population shit comes out of the ocean, these creatures, and just want to mate with women. And it's just, I don't know, man. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cool, man. I thought it was fun. And I guess I got into it because of my uncle. I first watched it with him years ago, and I was like, dude, this is really good. I kept watching it. And simple, man. To me, I watched it more than Maniac. I enjoyed it more than Maniac, I know. So number 4 is Humanoids from the Deep for me. That's it. Straight to it.
Good pick, man. Good pick.
Yep.
I enjoy that movie too. I didn't see that one until Shout Factory released it, and I couldn't believe how good it was. And the creature design was fantastic. They looked amazing. The women looked really good. It was just like 10 times better than I expected it to be. Of course, it's also known as Monster, I do believe. Alternate title. But
it blew my
I don't want to give anything away, but yeah.
Yeah, it blew my expectations, what I thought when I first, when my uncle was like, hey, you got to watch this. And I saw the cover. I was like, yeah, whatever. But then I watched it. I was like, holy shit, I really enjoy this. And I kept watching it. I watched it probably since then in my lifetime I would say at least 50 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's something about I just like it. I mean, there's times where I'll have it playing in the background. I'll be working from home and just have it playing in the background.
Yeah, so, it's kind of one of those like comfort movies.
You know? Yeah, man. I enjoy it. So
you don't have to pay attention too much. His number 5 was Nightmare City. I'm not sure if I've seen that one. And a lot of these movies, too, had so many different titles, especially like Italian movies and things like that, that it's like if you said another name, I'm like, oh, okay, I have seen that.
Yep. That's a good one, by the way, Jason. That is a good one.
All right, so my number 4, I know this is higher on a lot of people's list. I understand why. But to me, the movies above this are just better films. But you can't deny what this film did for the horror genre, and of course spawned, a ton of sequels. Sequels. So yeah, you got to go with Friday the 13th. Has to be in your top 5. I mean, without this first film, we wouldn't have what we have today. We wouldn't have the hockey mask. We wouldn't have Kane Hodder. We wouldn't have. I mean, we still have Kane Hodder, but not as Jason. And the first film is just iconic. Everybody knows it, and got the steelbook of it too. I think that's the only 2 copies I have. Friday the 13th. Actually.
Oh my god, I'm shocked. I'm sure.
Me too.
I thought you had at least 9 or 10 of them.
I don't know how many different Blu-rays there are.
You sure you don't have the laser disc?
And I actually gave away and sold all my DVDs a long time ago of stuff that I upgraded. So,
I love Jason. Look, Friday the 13th 1, fantastic. I agree with you.
I mean, of course, it's not a Jason movie yet.
Yeah.
Without that, we wouldn't have such a horror icon that we have today. So
that's for damn sure. Yep.
You got to give it. You got to show it respect and love.
That's for damn sure. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I mean, I remember that was the really first movie that was I almost shit my pants as a kid. I remember I was kind of forced to watch it. Like my uncles used to. My uncles, look, by the way, my uncles are the ones that got me into horror movies years and years ago.
And they were probably dicks.
They tortured me. They tortured me, right? So they would make me watch it at like 7 years old, and of course, when the movie's over, they hide in the closet with the fucking Jason mask and all that bullshit. Scared the shit out of me. So,
me and Jason are both at number 4 with it. All right,
nice. All right.
And of course, now watching it, knowing what we know as such horror fans, you can't unsee the scene where it's Tom Savini's hands. With the hairy knuckles and everything, it just sticks out now. So Friday 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7, and 8 before the original. Yeah, and a lot of people, that haven't seen the original, and you ask them who the original killer was in Friday the 13th, they're all going to say Jason because, if you haven't seen the first one, you would just automatically think that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and go. We're going through this pretty quick. I thought there'd be a lot more interaction.
That's all right.
Stuff, but
that's all right. Then we could talk random shit. And remember, you still have the honorable mentions and stuff. So
right.
I'll go. All right. So number 3 for me. Number 3 is a movie that was already said from Dan, and that is The Fog as my number 3. I have it a little bit higher on my list only because I actually enjoyed this John Carpenter movie. Again, it's not his best, but I actually enjoyed it, and I thought it was pretty cool. And even to this day, I don't know, some like the visuals are great on it. Like I like the visual, like the haunting, like the score is pretty good. I like the score in it. I don't know, man. Every time. It's funny. It's like every time it's foggy out or something, like you'll say, "Hey, remember the movie The Fog?" Like it's fucking crazy. Like you just bring that movie up, and I mean, since you brought it up, you pretty much gave all details. But yeah, The Fog for me, The Fog for me is number 3. I'm going with The Fog for 3.
I actually say something about like The Mist more than I do The Fog, though. I know I'm always like, "There's something in The Mist," Well,
right.
this one's already been mentioned. This was somebody's number 5, so this is my number 3, and I didn't see this movie till recently. Um, I I knew of this film. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I did not watch it all the way through until I got the 4K for review. And my God, this is the Changeling. I love this slip from Severn, by the way, even though the transfer is not as good as the 4K, but it's so shiny and nice.
Yeah, that is a cool slip cover. I totally forgot about that. Yep.
But we got the same kind of stuff underneath. Now this one's not open, but like I said, I did watch this one because I got it for review. But I up to the bigger edition thanks to the horror dude had an extra copy. He gave me a good deal on, so I had to part ways with that one and upgrade to this one. But this transfer from Second Sight's 4K looks absolutely fantastic, and can't recommend that enough. And I do have their first Blu-ray release as well. Which I believe I got this from Retro Horror. I do believe.
Retro in the house. Dude, what's weird? My dog's just staring at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
But by far, The Changeling is the best haunted house movie I have ever seen.
Yes, I will agree with you on that one. Yes, it is. Maybe it's on my list up there. We'll see. But no, it is a good film. So
I mean, yeah, George C. Scott, his performance is spot on. It's amazing. The score is brilliant. The cinematography, everything about it is just. It does make you want a cigarette. Even if you're not a smoker, you're gonna want to smoke because he smokes like every scene he's in. So, yeah. All right, number 3, arguably a slasher film and did not recognized as horror, but Ryan De Palma's Dressed to Kill. Was that 1980?
I think it was. I think he's right.
I'm sure it is if he's saying it, but it didn't come up on anything. Yeah, it is 1980. Okay. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, probably more of a thriller. Like, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of movies that could be considered other genres. A lot of people put Alien with all the other horror movies. I think it's more sci-fi than it is horror, but
it's good though. It is good.
I'm trying to come around to The Fall, but the characters are not as good as they could have been. Yeah, like I said, that movie had a lot of production issues too. I believe people dropped in and out of that movie that were working on it, and it just Carpenter himself isn't very proud of it. So
yeah.
Plainview thinks Dress to Kill could have been included. The wheelchair at the top of the steps was a key scene for me. In the Changeling. Yep. Yeah, that movie. Not a lot of movies get to me at all. That movie kind of got under my skin a little bit.
That's creepy. Look, let's be straight. That movie's creepy as fuck. So
it takes a lot to.
It does. It. I don't know, man. Like I got goosebumps during that movie, and it takes a lot for me to really get that, and I got it. So.
Right. When you've seen as many movies as we have, and you get to be, this age and everything, and it does take a lot. All right. Well, I guess we're on to number 2.
Man, number 2 here. This was almost my number 1, and you'll know why it wasn't, especially you. Hey, you will. But I'm actually going to go with, as my number 2, The Gates of Hell, a.k.a. City of the Living Dead, 1980. Love this movie. When I found out this was like a 4K and who was it? Cauldron was releasing this. I was like, holy shit. I was like, I'm so pumped up. And then right there, there's the inside artwork you guys can see. I like the movie a lot. I think it's a cool movie. I think it's... what's the word I want to use? I think some like gruesome encounters, some gruesome shit in here. But This is the one. This is the movie I remember. This is probably one of the first 3 movies I watched. Probably when I was like 5 or 6, which I was forced to. Be honest, I'll tell you, I was forced to by my uncles because they watched them. And this is the one that I didn't. I wouldn't sleep for. I remember I wouldn't sleep for a couple days. I was just fucking scared, you know. And now I enjoy it. Now I scare my own kids. So, but yeah, I'll keep it quick. Number 2, City of the Living Dead, aka The Gates of Hell.
He's still talking about the Changeling. So yeah, jump scares. Yeah, that's what I love about the older horror movies. They didn't rely on jump scares. They relied on genuine terror, fear of what they know people fear, and you know what they know you're afraid of. I'm sure I'm missing something, but off the top of my head, The Thing, Tenebrae, Shining, Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2 wasn't 1980.
What are you doing?
Oh, no, you're saying 2, number 2.
No, I'm on a live stream. See you later.
You
want to say hi? Want to say hi? See what's up? You scared of that? Okay, come on. I'll see you later. Dude, my daughter decided to dye his hair. I'm like, are you kidding me? I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? But it's okay. He's getting a haircut, so he'll be fine. We're shaving his head.
You're good, Word. Yeah, we're doing just 1980, just that year. Yeah, we're gonna go through all of the 80s though.
Yeah, it's all good, Wave. Yeah, we're gonna do today's just 1980, then next Friday be 81, and then so on and so on. Oh, don't worry,
I don't think, and just so you guys know, I don't know if this will be every Friday, but we'll try to do it on Fridays because that seems to work out the best for both of us.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Where are we?
You're number 2.
I've not seen City of the Living Dead, so I do have that Cauldron release, but I've not seen it, man. So
fuck this.
Sorry. So yeah, if there's something not on our list, maybe we haven't seen it. Maybe we just
I think you would enjoy it. Yet,
you know?
I think you would enjoy it.
But yeah, I do have that release, so I'm definitely gonna check it out. All right. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for my number 1 and 2, but that's okay.
Well, that's why we're doing it, right? That's why we're doing these.
So, okay, I might not get too much hate. My number 2 is The Shining. I know this should be at number 1. I understand that. It is a fantastic movie. It is damn near a masterpiece, if not a masterpiece. But it is the least accurate adaptation of a Stephen King novel, for one. And Kubrick was a fucking asshole to work with. And there's a lot of shit that went on behind the scenes of this movie that just kind of brings it down for me a little bit. Even though the movie itself is, arguably the best movie of 1980. So many different things to see when you rewatch. Rewatchability is immense for this one because of all the Easter eggs, all the things going on, even stuff that they didn't intend to be Easter eggs. If you guys have seen Room 237, you guys know all the stuff that people point out and it wasn't even intentional. But, that isolation, the snow, everything, the performances from everyone are just on point, and it's the fucking Shining, man. What else can you say?
Dude,
I mean,
I read it. I saw a documentary where Steven Spielberg, what's his name? Stephen King was saying that Kubrick is just a fucking absolute animal. Guy, he actually talks shit about him. I was like, oh my God. For changing a lot of shit and for just it was just, I don't know, man. If you guys haven't seen the documentary, you gotta see it. I forgot what it was called, but
I do know
he can't. I forgot what it was. He said he can't stand them. It's great.
I believe the remake Shining, the TV movie, was more accurate to the book.
Yes,
if I remember correctly.
Yep. I agree.
Sounds like a good stream idea. Number 2 is The Shining, far better than anything Stephen King could put together in his lifetime. Number 1 is The Changeling. Not, I mean, like I said, I mean, we both agree The Changeling is absolutely amazing. Yeah, I'm sure 81's going to be it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough ranking those, though. There's going to be a lot. I care nothing about it not being like the novel, two different mediums. Shelley Duvall got hated. I know she had a rough time on that shoot. So
Yep. She's having a rough time in life right now. I know that. So I saw a thing on it. Like if you watch it, like there's actually someone out. She was actually living in her car for a while.
wow.
It's just insane. But see, yeah.
Kubrick owns his movies 100%. He controls every second. Yeah. Yeah, he's not a well liked director. Wasn't a well liked director to work with for sure. But I mean, there's no denying the guy is a fucking genius. I mean, you can't not say that. But
the guy has some great films, man. He is a genius. Yeah, he might be a fucking nut job, but he knows movies. I'll tell you that for sure.
All right, so what is your number 1?
Wow, man. Well, this will probably not be on anybody's top 5, believe it or not. But I love this movie so much. I watched it probably over 100 times in my life. Let's just say that so far I've seen from you and in the chat, no one has it. No one said it. And I just think it is a horror movie with dark humor. Okay? You can guess it, chat. Try to guess it before I say it. Dark humor. Let's just say there's a lot of commentary on food. You can guess that. I'm just curious if the chat wants to even guess it, but yeah, it's a. Let's just say there's like a farm, secret ingredients. If you can't guess it, I'm gonna throw it out. Motel Hell is my favorite in 1980. I know I'm gonna get shit because there's so many good ones, but Motel Hell, I actually fucking like this movie a lot, and something about this movie. It's fun. It's funny, but it's fucking like. Not gory, but it's fun as fuck. And I don't know, I actually enjoy this all the time. And I love the transfer, by the way, of this, that they did a really fantastic job on this. And I don't know. I love the heads in the fucking garden. I don't know what it is, dude. I just love this movie. It's like The Burbs for me. I love The Burbs so much. I just love this movie. And I just think it's a fantastic movie. And I don't have much to say about it, but if you have not seen it, please do so. It's just fucking fun, man. And I like it. So Motel Hell, guys, I know it's probably number fucking 30 on your list, but number 1 for me. So
yeah, it's not on my list. I will say I would put it as an honorable mention. I didn't love the movie when I first seen it. I'll revisit it at some point. I do love the end though, with the pig and mask and all that shit. The end is really cool, but it really drags a lot.
It takes a lot to get there.
All right, so if you haven't guessed by now, my number 1, and again, number 2 is technically the better film. Oh, fuck, all of these are technically better films, except for maybe Friday the 13th. But number 1 is Maniac.
Yep.
I just adore the fuck out of this movie. I can't really place what it is about this movie. Joe Spinell, his performance in this it's one of those performances that you really believe he is this person. 110%. This isn't an actor. This is really some really fucked up guy.
Yeah.
You know, the gore in this is awesome. Of course, I believe Savini worked on this one too, right? Yeah. Um, just an amazing film. Caroline Munro in here, you know.
Has that iconic scene.
Which one?
The one.
I'm assuming you're referring to the car scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the best scenes that I've ever seen.
Which I believe that was actually Savini doing that.
Yep.
He did a lot of the stunts because no one else could do them but him, because he knew exactly how they worked.
Yep.
I just adore the fuck out of this movie. It's very simple, but it's so fucked up and deranged. And I love everything about that. Maybe I'm just so fucked up that I don't know what that says about me as a person. And by the way, this 4K transfer from Blue Underground is absolutely amazing. I did have the regular one, but I believe I sold that to Plainview. I usually keep all my copies, but I do have
the Blue Underground one, right?
Release as well. Because I love the artwork and I have to have all of them. Yeah, that's the Blue Underground. Yes.
Yeah. See, yeah, I was just going to ask if that was the Blue Underground. Blue Underground does some really good stuff, man. You know, I really like their stuff. Their transfers are pretty damn good. They don't put out many, but when they do a really good job. So,
I believe they are the only U.S. company with the rights to this film.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Of course, 88 is from over in the UK, so
they did have that cool statue too for Maniac with him holding the fucking.
Yeah, didn't you have that at one point?
Yeah, some bullshit. Yeah, I remember it cracked. It cracked when I got it. I just fucking hot glued it.
Yeah, of course, I didn't even plan to wear the shirt today. It just happened that way as well. You know, the Maniac Fright Rag shirt. It's just coincidence.
Surprise.
But yeah, I can watch that movie over and over and never get tired of it. I don't know. Like I said, I know every movie in here.
Well, you're deranged, so.
But.
No, man. It made my top 5. It is a good movie. Like I like it, but again, like I said, it's all about our preferences. And but I mean, it is a really good movie. It is a really good movie.
I mean, out of all these, that's the one has the highest rewatchability to me. Like The Changeling, like we've all said, it's a brilliant film. It's hands down, you know, a haunted house horror masterpiece. It definitely is. But how many times am I going to watch it? Probably not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I watch it a good amount of times. Not as many as Motel Hell, but a good amount of times. For our honorable mentions, how many do you have?
I don't know. I'll just say them real quick. So the one that almost made the top 5 did make yours, and that is Humanoids from the Deep.
Yeah.
Yep. Again, I touched on my thoughts on that already. I think our honorable mentions are pretty much the same. I mean, you got to go with Terror Train and Prom Night as well.
Yep.
I mean.
Yep. I mean, I'll throw some out there to you. Cannibal Holocaust is one that I have on there as an honorable mention. Fucked up movie. I've not seen it. Don't see it. Have a strong stomach.
The controversy around the film is probably
very
more than the film is.
I have another 3 I threw on here. Of course, Friday the 13th, yes. But another 3 I threw on here. And I'll just say them. I had on here Prom Night, Mother's Day, and Fade to Black were my other 3.
Fade to Black. Yes.
I actually enjoy Fade to Black. Especially when Vinegar Syndrome announced they were releasing. I was like, what? No way. But really,
that was the first time
Prom Night, I loved. Prom Night, I loved. Mother's Day, I actually liked a lot. I thought that was pretty good. It's an enjoyable movie. And then, so those are my honorable mentions.
I didn't see Fade to Black till they released it, and I was like, where has this movie been? Why have I not seen this? You know?
Yep.
And that's what I love about these companies releasing these lesser-known films from the 70s, 80s. You know, you're like, how did I miss this my entire life? And it's
Yeah.
awesome.
No,
Like,
I mean, it's great. It's great when you see these companies come out, like you said, with these titles, and you're like, I've never fucking heard of that. And all of a sudden you get it and you watch, you're like, holy shit, this is actually good. Where the hell has this been? Um, I'm sure we'll see a lot of that coming out. I mean, dude, to me, so far, 2023 has been pretty good for releases. I think it's been an absolutely fantastic year. I'm looking forward to 2024, hopefully. Dude, look, it's been good releases. It's been killing my wallet, but it's killing everybody's wallet. But
oh yeah,
I could just see 2024 being real bad. Dude, I'm telling you, and I know I keep bringing this up. If they release Nightmare on Elm Street box set, that fucking thing will sell out so fast. I'm done. I wish next year is the year. Isn't it the 40th anniversary, right? Next year?
yeah, 84, yeah. That'd be
Fucking do it. Do it. I bet you something's going on. Something's going on.
If they're announcing a 4K of the first one and next year's 40 years,
Who owns the rights to them? Who owns the rights?
The studio still does.
Studio still, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that
No,
I would
no
love
boutique
for
label has the rights to it.
Yeah, I want to see.
They only released a steelbook of the first one on Blu-ray. They never did any more on Blu-ray, not in the States, anyways. I know there's some media books and stuff like that overseas for these sequels, but I'm going to be really pissed if they only do the first one on steelbook on 4K and that's it.
Oh.
If they were smart, though, what they would do is release this around February, March, when people get their tax returns. I'm just saying.
Makes sense.
You know?
Makes sense.
I mean, I ain't getting nothing back, but
I know where my tax return's going.
But yeah, I mean, all the pieces kind of come together that they've kind of hinted on this coming out, and I didn't even think about it being the 40th anniversary next year. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
For some reason, I keep thinking it came out in '82. I don't know why, and it's '84. Like I know that now, but like
I was reading it this morning. It's the 40th anniversary. Then, just so you know, there was concept art. There was concept art about 2 years ago that was released, right? For a steelbook they were going to put out, and they never put it out. And then I just saw, like you said, the 4K. I don't know. I forgot where I saw that. Where did you see it? Do you remember?
Well,
I don't
there
remember.
was something a couple years ago that was posted in one of the Facebook groups, like the Screen Factory Collectors group or something, that was supposed leaked images from Screen Factory for a box set. And
I remember that.
It was just gone. It was taken off like immediately. And they denied it right away that wasn't theirs. That was fan art. But it no longer existed anywhere on the internet.
Yeah.
So if it was fan art, why is it being taken down?
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's the only really set I want so bad. Like I really want that set, and I want them to do it right. And I know if the studio does it, it's not gonna be as good as I think it could be. I would like a company like a Screen Factory, even an Arrow. Who's the?
I'd even take Severn at this point.
I was gonna say I'll take Synapse. Yeah. Somebody. Cauldron. Somebody.
I mean, Kino's releasing everything else. Just let them have it.
They're doing it. I wonder
the
how
artwork would suck.
Yeah, I wonder how they would do any features. I mean, I'm pretty excited they're releasing Cujo though on 4K, which I'm a big fan of that movie. Like I like that movie, so I was pretty excited.
Wrong. I mean, they're pumping out the 4Ks, and the transfers are good. They're not the best transfers. I think Screen Factory really does probably the best 4K transfers, to be honest. But Kino's really, really pumping shit out, man.
They are.
But they're bare bones.
The 4K transfers, I would agree with you. The Screen Factory is up there. I mean, Arrow does a pretty good job. Vinegar Syndrome does a pretty good job too, actually. But Screen Factory, I think, hands down, would probably be the best. So that's why I would love to see them have the Halloween box set Friday 13th box set, and Nightmare on Elm Street. Pretty much the top 3 that you want.
Well, honestly, you know what my top pick would be for the company? Isn't even a U.S. company.
Let me guess.
It would hands down be Second Sight.
Yeah, that would be fucking cool.
They have not had one replacement disc program that I'm aware of. The artwork is really good, and they don't rush anything. Like, they've pushed back the Hitcher 4K like twice now that I'm aware of, because it's just not ready yet, and they're not going to force it.
Yeah, which unfortunately some companies will force shit out just to get out a Scream Factory. Right. And
I mean, Vinegar Syndrome's been having issues with a few of their recent releases too. So, I mean, when you become a bigger company and you're pumping out more titles and you got more customers, things are going to happen. It's just the way that it is. But I think Second Sight and possibly Umbrella. I mean, look at the Terrifier box set. That thing is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. They could do it too, and they're region free.
Yeah, so. And they're doing some cool stuff, man. They're cool. That fucking cool Dune set they got coming out looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, so if they did it, it would probably come with some kind of cool glove or something that like houses the disc or
you think about it, dude. They just did that fucking thing with the fucking hand. What the fuck's that movie?
The Talk to Me.
Just add a glove, bro.
Yeah, just use what you don't sell of that and just add a glove to it.
A fucking glove. How cool would that be, dude?
I would rather it be a Freddy head bust that the disc are in the back of the head.
Oh my god,
that would be.
Tell me,
awesome. That would be like $1,000.
Tell me they put that on for $399. That you wouldn't jump on that.
Oh yeah, just for the bust alone. You know,
I'm saying,
depending on how well it's sculpted. Yeah. Now let's check in with some of what do we got here? I don't remember much about Mother's Day. I think it's out of print. Never heard of Faded Black. Yeah, definitely check. I think it's on Tubi if you want to check it out, Plainview. If the strike is still going on, they might release more media to boost sales. Yep, I think that is what they're doing. They're re-releasing stuff or putting stuff out for the first time on 4K or Blu-ray because of the strikes.
Yep.
Nightmare 4 is underrated. I get 4 and 5 kind of mixed up on what scenes are from which one out of those two. I don't know why. Would you be upset if No, I wouldn't be upset. I mean, we got stuck buying Resurrection, so, you know, it is what it is. I think the Arrow does the best 4K transfers. I mean, any of these boutique labels that we've mentioned, they all do great transfers, and honestly, we'd be happy with any of them doing it. Picking up Cujo with like a Silver Bullet 4K. I thought we had or were getting a Silver Bullet. Maybe I'm wrong.
Silver
Arrow
4K. I don't think so.
Second Sight would put all the bonus. I don't know why you're not region free, man. I really don't. If you're a diehard horror fan or a movie fan in general, especially horror films, though, there are so many great releases from overseas that it just makes sense. Instead of buying 2 or 3 movies, just buy the player.
Yep.
And be done. Been a lot happier collecting films since going. Exactly, man. Exactly.
Dude, it's a world of difference when you know you don't have to worry about your shit is unlocked. You can unlock that shit. When
you're browsing eBay or whatever site, you don't have to worry about shit. Can I watch this? You just click buy. You know, you don't have to worry about it. You know?
Just click buy.
And I will say too, you know, some of the 4Ks are even region locked.
Yeah. So. All right, question for Arrow. Arrow has that 4K. And I'm not sure. It's really not related to horror, but I figured I'd ask you on the live stream anyway. Are you buying that Bruce Lee set?
No.
Not a Bruce Lee fan?
I am to an extent. Like, I have, like, you know, Enter the Dragon. I have the Bruce Lee set from Criterion. Yeah, I'm good with that, man. I don't need all of those films.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I had none of the Bruce Lees. None of the sets. So when this came out, I waited and waited and waited for 4K fucking forever. Guessing, and it came out. So I had to get it.
Yeah, I can't remember if you got the. Did you get the red one or the yellow one?
Yeah, I got the red one.
So
It
that was
actually, believe it or not, it actually came today.
that was the second release, right?
And let me tell you, if I fucking showed you the box it came in, you would shit. Because I got this from Arrow UK because I had credit. So I used it, well, some of it. And this fucking thing came in a box 4 times the size and taped down from Arrow. I almost shit. So I contacted them and I took pictures. I was like, you really fucking put this in the middle and taped it down? Like, what the fuck? I've never seen that hate from them ever.
That's
and I'm
crazy,
like,
man.
So we'll see what happens, man. I messaged them. I'm like, yo, dude, what the fuck?
Oh, and I will say too, another one that's on the thumbnail here on this side is Alligator.
Alligator.
That's another one I didn't see until I watched the Scream Factory 4K, and I was like, holy shit, this movie's fucking awesome. It's great. The effects are great. I mean, aside from a couple scenes where you can tell, but the acting's really good. It's a fantastic film.
Hey, did you like part 2? Did you watch part 2 yet or not?
I did not watch part 2 yet. No, I hear it's not so great.
Yeah, you might want to leave that shit brand new still in the wrap.
I usually open my movies just because I show them to these guys,
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean that one's a rough one, dude.
But like, don't answer the phone. It's not that great. It's not really a horror film. A lot of these movies from '80 were marketed more as horror films than they actually were. A lot of them, like Cardiac Arrest, I think was one of them. It's more of a police drama than it is a horror film. But horror was just starting to get its place in pop culture, and they were trying to market it as something it wasn't, just to draw people in.
It gets a lot more spicier in '81. I'll tell you fucking that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I was looking at the fucking list of '81, and I was like, holy shit, how am I gonna come up with fucking 10 of these? I mean, and I'm telling you, look, we did just 5 with some honorable mentions, and that took us an hour.
So I just kind of thought of something, and the chat can leave comments here or on the video, and you can let me know your thoughts too. Going forward through the rest of the '80s, I'm thinking we leave out the franchises.
Yeah.
The Elm Streets, the Friday 13th, the Halloweens, the whatever, the big, everybody knows franchises. Because obviously they would be on our list. Like, there's no doubt. But that takes away from us showing other films that we really enjoy.
That's part of the reason why I left off Friday the 13th for this one. I was like, dude, I mean, I love them all. And this could probably make all my top 5s if I really wanted to. Right. But I wanted to put some stuff where I think besides those, because we all love them. That's why I want
even the bad ones we still enjoy.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, man. I like that idea. We'll leave the franchises off.
Well,
and I think it'd be better.
Let's see what the viewers think. Let's let people watch this on the replay and everything. Yeah. And you guys give us some feedback on that and let us know what you think. I mean, we're doing this show for you guys. This isn't for us. I mean, yeah, we enjoy doing it, but we're out here for you.
Yeah, man. And some of our top 5s probably give you ideas of movies sometimes that you don't even know fucking existed. You're like, oh shit, I need to watch that. Which,
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen The Children or The Hearse. Those are other movies I could have put on the list because they're great. But they just don't reach the level of these.
I do love The Hearse. That Vinegar Syndrome did that slip.
It has a certain, I'm drawing a blank on the word, but it has a certain tone to it, a certain something about it,
Yeah. I mean, no, it's pretty cool. I mean, and Vinegar Syndrome did a really good job. Man, I need to make my own fucking studio and pump out 4Ks.
I know we had kind of talked about that in the past, but
That'd be cool.
I
That'd
think
be cool.
it's a lot more work than either one of us are ready
Yeah.
for.
I mean, we could
Just
talk
do
offline
honorable
more about it.
mentions of the big ones before the list. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We could definitely do something like that. Probably a good idea to leave the big ones off unless it's a week year. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of why I threw mine on this one because 80 is kind of weak.
Yeah.
I got my Bruce Lee 4K set from Diabolic, but I'm rolling the dice ordering the Chatter Hellraiser set. Yeah, I mean, ordered my Hellraiser set, and I haven't even checked the Arrow site lately. I don't even know if they're still available.
Yeah, it is available.
Most of the stuff I want is on blue, 4K, likely make at this point. Maybe a top 5, more the unknown and mainstream 5. Yeah, if we do top 10, we could do like a lesser known for the 5, and then more. I don't know. That's kind of getting to breaking things up like that. I don't know. We're already doing top 5 plus honorable mentions.
I'm sure we'll figure it out. Like we'll talk during the week. We'll be like, okay, let's just fucking do this. I think this.
I mean, if we really wanted to break this down and dissect this, we could do top 5 horror slashers from 81 or horror, haunted house movies. We could break it down into subgenres if we really wanted to, but I don't think we're going to go that route.
I don't think we have the fucking time.
All right, that'd be like a million episodes. So,
dude, it would be like a fucking 3-parter. It would be, or we do a live stream for like 7 hours.
It was already mentioned. Somebody had already mentioned doing our top horror villains of the 80s or something like that too. So right now, we're going to try to focus on 80s first. We may venture into the 90s and stuff later on, but that's something we'll look at in the future. But there's a lot. We'll
see how this goes. The biggest thing for us is we want you guys to, of course, be interactive with us and just give, and like you guys have been, which is fantastic, and definitely share this out. And the more eyes we got on this, the more the more myself and Dan say, hey, let's do more of these fucking things. Let's do a lot more and get more detailed about it. So yeah, definitely share this out, and help the algorithm and all that fun bullshit. But yeah, I mean, dude, I love doing this shit and talking for an hour of just horror movies and what we like. I mean, and that's the best part of it, is that your top 5 is different from my top 5 and even the chat's top 5. So everyone has their own taste, which is fantastic. And gives me some ideas of shit I don't have that I need as soon as this stream goes off to go buy.
and believe me, I'm going to watch some of these movies from 81 that I haven't seen yet. I guarantee I own 90% of them. So I will watch them. And keep in mind too, guys, things you watched when you were 12 are going to hit you different when you're 40. Okay.
Yep.
And vice versa. Yeah. It may be better now. It may be worse now. As you go through experiences in life and you consume so many, I say consume, but yeah, consume so many films over the years, the way you look at movies becomes different. You start analyzing things. You start really thinking about things. Sometimes you throw a movie on for fun, and other times you're like, okay, look at the production value of this. Look at the detail they put into this. Or you're watching the bonus features and they point something out you missed, and you're like, damn, that was a really good thing they did here. Your opinion of movies will change over the years. I mean, your favorites will probably remain your favorites, but you're going to appreciate things differently.
Yeah, no, it's the truth. I mean, there's movies you might like back then that you watch again, like, what the fuck did I like? Why did I like this? Or vice versa. Things that you watched back then that you thought, oh, this sucks. You watch it again, you're like, holy crap, I can relate to half of this shit now since I've been through life for 40 plus years.
Right.
And that's why I like it. I mean, that's why I revisit a lot of shit. And, a lot of stuff I do revisit, I definitely change my opinion on because I watched it when I was in my teens or even younger. And I watch it now. I'm like, holy shit, this is actually really good. Why the fuck did I hate it before? But yeah, no, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I mean, not so much with horror. I mean, there is ones that do stand out for things, but for those of us that have been married or have gone through divorces or have been through multiple relationships or things like that, that's a big thing in film is. And horror, it's like kids too. If you have kids, as a parent, you can put yourself in that parent's situation. Okay, look at what's going on. Look what's happening to their children. And as a parent, you really feel more for these people.
Yep. Yep. That's for fucking damn sure.
I really love movies and end up hating them later. Sometimes I like movies that I didn't like before. Yeah. And that happens a lot with sequels too. Like I was just talking to I think you and Plainview and a couple other people when the new Chucky set that came out. Like I hated Seed. I hated Seed of Chucky when I first saw it. Now watching it, I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't hate it because it was something different. It was something that you didn't expect. And
you kind of understand. You kind of understand it more, I guess. And I guess trying to give it I guess going into it too, you're like, okay, I saw this already. I'm going to kind of set my expectations, sit back and kind of try to enjoy it. And dude, most of the time, man, I do anyway. I mean, like I'll change my opinion on things. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. There's still shit that sucks. I won't name any names, but there's still movies that absolutely fucking suck that I watch. I mean, there's one movie I want to say I really hated it. But there actually might be fans of it. So I don't, but I'll say it. Yeah, look, Street Trash. I fucking hated that movie. I don't know what it was. Just didn't like it. And I tried to give it another shot, and I was like, okay, I'm giving it another shot. And I sat through half of it. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah. There's some movies for me that there's just like this one character in there that I can't stand. So it turns me off from the whole movie or a certain soundtrack, a song, or something. And you're just like, I can't watch this movie because of this,
Yeah.
I try to find good things in everything that I watch because I know, and you know too, and a lot of people know, especially now that it's more popular to like go to conventions, things like that. I've been to almost 30 conventions in my life, talking to these filmmakers, talking to these actors, talking to people that work on film. You really get an appreciation for what they do. And with horror, they're doing it more for the film. They're not doing it for the money as much as other films. So
yeah,
you really just appreciate their effort and what they put into it and their love for the genre.
Not to change subject, but my dog is fucking snoring so fucking loud. You can't hear it because I have my headphones on, but he is absolutely dude. He's snoring so loud. I hear him through my headphones. Jesus Christ. Well, he's pissed at me because I gave him a bath today. He was fucking, his teeth were showing through the entire bath. But
all right, guys. I think that's going to about do it for this first episode. I'm sure 81 will be like a 2-hour episode.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We wanted to get this inaugural episode out there and get this thing rolling. We've been discussing this for about a year now.
At least.
At least. Yeah. Hopefully you guys like the new logo. I'm sure that will change if we venture into 90s. I don't know. But as for now, that's the logo. That's the intro. Hope you guys enjoy that. And again, email us at rejectedwaffles@gmail.com if you guys have any questions for us that you want to address personally or anything like that.
Or suggestions. You have any suggestions on what you would like to hear, what you want us to talk about? Send us an email just saying, hey, look, it'd be cool if you guys talked about this. It'd be cool if you guys did something on that. Because we're coming up with ideas for this. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have a lot of fun, especially on a Friday night, just talking movies. I fucking love it.
All right.
So definitely email us. You can follow us on fucking Instagram and TikTok. We're both on. Message us there. I mean, especially Dan. Dan fucking posts things on TikTok like every day. So definitely message him first.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, like you said, follow us on our other socials. And, you guys are welcome to leave comments for suggestions and things like that.
Yeah.
I know through a lot of events in life, I know and understand some people are actually not comfortable with their ideas to the public. So if you want to remain anonymous and just email us, and we will not mention who you were, if you want it that
Yeah.
way. A lot of people don't want to be recognized by the public and things like that. So everything you guys email us, if you say to remain anonymous, we will do so. Um, that's kind of the main reason I think we set up the email, because
Yeah, I mean,
of those
suggestions,
reasons.
or if you say, "Hey, look, I'd love to jump on with you guys. Hey, one day, and do a stream with you guys." Yeah, I mean, we're always down for that, man. Look, we're always down for other creators, other people that want to talk, horror movies. But yeah, dude, I'm down for it. The biggest thing for us, and Dan will agree with this one, is we just got to make sure that our schedules both align. And when they do, you'll see that thumbnail come out.
I mean, I work like 7 days a week, so I'm pretty exhausted a lot of times. But usually I get up a little bit later on the weekends. So the only thing I ask is if anyone ever does want to join one of our streams, is just be respectful.
Yep.
Not just to us, but to everyone. Again, everyone is entitled to their opinions. Do not harass people. Do not down them.
Yeah, too much shit going on in the YouTube world.
I see it a lot on TikTok. People will join live streams and they'll just get in there and start talking all kinds of crap. And it's just like, no, we're not doing that. We're all here for the love of film. And that's it.
That's it, man. Well,
all right.
Dan, I enjoyed being on here, bro. It's fun as usual. I'm looking forward to more of these.
Brent, thank you, man. Appreciate you watching. Wave, thank you. Horror Icons ranking. Yeah. Very fun tonight. Thank you for the entertainment. No, thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. We would not be here and we would not be doing this without you guys. There would be no reason. So, me and Waffles would still be talking to each other. and we message each other throughout the day, almost every day, about, hey, what do you think about this? So trust me, like he already mentioned, we're thinking about this stuff constantly. So
yeah, I'm thinking about doing the top 5 worst movies in each year.
But I don't want to rewatch them.
Yes, ones that you actually want to fucking burn in your fucking
and I don't own a lot of them because they suck.
Yeah, well, I probably own them because they suck. Who knows?
Well,
man, I appreciate it, guys. Look, I appreciate the positive feedback. Definitely, like we said, comment if you have any ideas, email us, share this out for sure. So it's awesome. So
yep. All right, guys. Peace, love, happiness, all y'all, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Adios, guys.